Alright, this is a Budokai Tenkaichi 3 tier list because I didn't play with most characters, if not all characters, in Sim Dragon, and I just wanted to make a tier list so you can see where would I put characters at. And the first character I want to put in S tier is my guy, Frieza Soldier. No, I'm just trolling. Without further ado, let's actually get to it. So, the first character, which you got out the way, let's just do from top to bottom. So, Super Saiyan 2 Adult Gohan, I put him at B tier, only because he's like I don't know, like a meh character. You know, he could carry the team if he played with teams, but he's alright, you know. Same with Super Saiyan, and same with him in normal. I'll just put them all in the same tier, just put them in B. Next we have Super Android 13. I'll put him at A tier. He has a move where you cannot really dodge it, you know. Its AoE is crazy. Other than that, he's a pretty character, you know. Can't power up, but I guess that move is carrying him. We got Android. I'll put him at B tier, just as regular. Not much to say. He's like a meh character. He's like, I'll put Android 16 at B tier as well. He doesn't have a lot to put him in A or S plus. He's overall just a basic character. He can't power up. He got Rocket Punch. Yeah, he's just a meh. Now we got 17. 17, I would put 17 in S simply because he's actually a pretty fast character. He can't power up, but he does have, I believe, Android Barrier, so you know he has good defense. He's very quick, so I put him at S tier. Android 18, I would put her at A tier. She's not as fast as him. I mean, she's not as fast as 17, but you know, she's overall a good character. I would put Android 19. I put Android 19 A tier only because he could absorb energy. He could take your energy as well, and your life force. So he's an A tier. I know a lot of people are like, why would you put 19 in A tier? What the heck? What are you doing? 19 is pretty good, especially in Tenkaichi 2. He's able to absorb key attacks and ultimate attacks. So 19 is pretty good character. Android 8, I'd put him at C tier. He's not that good. He can't power up. He can't blast. So he's just overall he's not that good. A pool. I put a pool.
Tell you what, I'm gonna go take a little break. Just promise you'll sit tight till I get back. I wouldn't want you to wander off and get hurt.
What did you say?
I'll put a pool at C. Pool's just, I don't know, Pool's not that good. Like, if someone uses him, if you're playing against someone that use him, they just, obviously they're trying to disrespect you by putting them on team. Next we have Rayleigh. I put Rayleigh A tier. Rayleigh can't power up, but she can fight pretty fast. And she does have a move where she gets extra health. So I put Rayleigh A tier. Next we have Bobby. I would put Bobby at, he's a C tier character. I don't know, Bobby's not that good. Next we have Baby. I would put Baby as, if it's this version, I'll just put Baby at A tier. Baby's a solid character. All A tier characters are solid characters. You know, Bardock. I'll put Bardock at B. Bardock is just, I don't know. He's alright, you know. He can turn into a great ape. Only wanted the full moon, otherwise Bardock is just, it's like a meh, B tier. Next we got Bojack. I'll put Bojack at B. Bojack has nothing special. He's like a mid character. Same with the regular Bojack. Broly, I would put this Broly at S tier. Some people would say he'd be S plus, but I'm only gonna put him at S because he's slow. But otherwise, most, if not a lot of characters, like 80% to like 90% characters can't even hit him without like powering up to the full. He's basically like a grade 8, but he's not. I'll put a Super Saiyan Broly A tier. He's a pretty good character, and when he transforms, turns to legendary, so he's a pretty good character. I'd put the regular Broly at B though. I don't know, Broly, he's a solid character, Burter, I'll put Burter S tier. Burter is actually pretty fast. And I'm not just putting fast characters at S, but Burter is one of the fastest characters in the game.
My speed is #1 in the universe!
Yeah, Captain Ginyu. I would actually put Captain Ginyu at A tier because when he does his, like, let's say I was in red and then I use his finisher and I change bodies, I could have full health back again, but I can't use any key moves or anything to whoever I switch to. So I would just put Captain Ginyu at A. Next we have First Form Cell. I'd put First Form Cell at A tier. If you know how to utilize Cell would be S tier, but I'm gonna just put Cell at A. He can absorb energy. Yeah, same with Second Form Cell. Second Form Cell, I'll put Second Form Cell at second. Same thing. I usually have this combo where First Form Cell's finisher, and then I absorb all their energy, then I would transform into this cell and then use the move again and grab more energy and more health. So it's just a tactic, I like to use. If you know how to use Cell, then I would put him at S, but like overall, I'll just put him at A. Cell Jr., I just put him at B. Cell Jr., he's not that special. He's pretty fast, but he's not a C tier. He's a B. I'll put him at B. Now we got a Cell. I'll put this Cell at S. And the reason why I put this Cell at S is because I played I don't know how many matches of Sim Dragon. This Cell, before I can even reach the other Cell, this Cell will give me a problem. If you ever use Cell is an S tier character, and always have Cell on your team if you're playing this game. And we have Super Perfect Cell, whatever the Cell is. He's broken. He's like top 5 in the game. Not much to say, he's a broken character. Then we have Chi-Chi. I'd put Chi-Chi at D tier. She's not that good. She's alright. I'll put her at C. I'll be nice. I'll put her at C. Chaozu. I'd put Chaozu at C. Chaozu is decent, but I'm saying, he's not that good. Then we have Cooler. I'd put Cooler at A. Cooler final form is pretty good. Some of his drawbacks is actually he's not. Cooler is pretty solid character. I'll just put this regular Cooler at B tier just to even it out. Kui, I'll put Kui at B tier, even though he's low key ass. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll put him at B. Cyborg Tao, I'll put him at B only because he has an extra bar of health instead of the regular Tao. Regular Tao is like 2 bars or something, so I put Tao at B tier. Deborah, I'll put Deborah at B. Deborah's a pretty generic character, he's not, I don't know, he's just generic. Then we got King Piccolo, he's alright. He's not, like I said, people are not going to really use these characters in B tier. They're going to use more A, S, and S plus tier, so I just put King Piccolo in B because I feel like more people would not use him as much. And then I'd put the Devilman at B tier simply because he should low-key be at A, but not everybody's gonna use the Devilman. But his finisher would do a lot to like a lot of villain or evil characters. So I would put him at A if you're fighting like more evil people and you're able to pull up your finisher. Otherwise, I'll just keep it at B. Dr. Wheelo, I don't want to do any giants, so I'll just put him at D. Just to make it easier, I don't like using giants in the game. They're pretty boring. I don't know how people like to see giant fight, but hey. I mean, it's not like Godzilla versus King Kong or something. I don't know, they fight really slow. You can, if you able to power up, like, I don't know, giants are just trash to me. Dodoria, I put Dodoria C tier. Nah, I gotta put him at, if I put Kui over here, I gotta put Dodoria. So Dodoria B tier, you know, Dodoria's a pretty decent character, you know. Dodoria, I have nothing to say about Dodoria. Low-key, I just want to put these two right here. This is better for me. And then we have Dr. Gero. I put Dr. Gero at A tier. Same thing with 19. He's able to absorb energy, life force. Yeah. Same thing with 19. Pure evil. I would put him at B. He's a pretty mid character. Not a lot of people are gonna use him, you know. Yeah, I'll just put him at B. Basha, I'd put her at B too. She's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, she is pretty good. She's underrated. She's not C, she's a B. She doesn't really have any qualities besides turning into a grade 8, but I think all grade 8s are trash, so keep her at B. We have Frieza. Frieza is underrated. Okay, I really want to put this Frieza S, but I'll keep Frieza at A. Frieza, first form, is pretty fast, and when you transform, you get more health, like Cell. So yeah, I'll put Frieza at A. This Frieza gets a little slower, but you get more health. And then you got a third form Frieza. Third form Frieza, it's pretty fast. Yeah, I just put him at A. And then you got final form Frieza. I put him at S. Pretty fast, you know, pretty usable. You know what I'm saying? Most people are gonna use Frieza final form on their team. And then we got this Frieza. I put him back at A. It's nothing special. I don't think you get any more health. You just, I don't know. I'd rather stick to this form of Frieza than this one. And then we got Frieza Soldier. I put him at D. For the amount of time, I think I had like to do with like 18 or 19 tries of Sim Dragon. Like, shit was so annoying with this character. He's useless. Like, he doesn't even have a name. I don't even know why they put him on the game. Like, whatever. And then we have Super Saiyan Future Gohan. I'd put him as he's one of the top tier characters in the game. I'd put the regular normal Gohan. I'll put him at A. You know, he's above the B. He's not mid. He's like, overall, he's pretty good. Garlic Jr. I'll put Garlic Jr. at B. Garlic Jr. He's alright, you know. Transforms, you get more health when you transform. So I'll put Garlic Jr. at B. General Blue, I'll put him at C. General Blue is pretty trash. I don't believe he can do any key blast. Yeah, he's not good. Same with General Tao. They're both trash. Alright, now we got Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. Y'all should have seen this coming. I shouldn't have to say much, you know what I'm saying? What he did in the anime.
Now I can kill you both at once.
Three hard punches and all you've got is a bloody nose. I have to admit, I'm impressed.
You stinking monkey. What do you mean, 3?
I'll slow him down so you can count it this time. Come on, bring it.
You know, every single Dragon Ball Z game he's in, he's gonna be top 10 if not top 5. I shouldn't have to say much. And then we got Gogeta Super Saiyan. Gogeta, he's a S plus. You know what I'm saying? Most people, if you play somebody, they're gonna have him on his team. You know, he's very versatile. He has super explosive wave just in case you pull up on him. Get hit with this super explosive wave. You know, it's pretty good. And then we have early Goku. I put early Goku A tier. He's sleep. Like, I feel like every version of Goku should be A tier. Like, they show Goku a lot of love. with the combos and stuff. If you recognize his combos, like Goku, he's a pretty good character. Super Saiyan 2 Goku, I put Super Saiyan 2 Goku A tier. He has full power. I don't know. Overall, he's a good character. Super Saiyan 3, he's a good character. He has super explosive wave. Yeah, but the only problem with Super Saiyan 3 Goku is he charges slow. I feel like that's his only problem. If he doesn't charge slow, he'd be one. I'll put him at S or even S plus. He's that good, but it's just that he charges slow. So I have to. Low key, I'm gonna put him at S. I'm just put him at S because he's pretty good. And then regular Goku, I'll put him at. I'll put Super Saiyan Goku, and I'll put him at A simply because he's Goku. I really want to put him at B. I'm gonna just put this one at B. But I actually think he decreases, and I would actually put regular at N. I don't like this one. Oh wait, never mind. I'm tripping. I forgot he has instant Kamehameha, where he is able to teleport anywhere on the map to your opponent. And then we have N Goku. He has his super spirit bomb. You can't block that one. And then you can transform into all those transformations. So I put Goku at A. Then we have Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. I put him at A. I don't really remember a lot. He's a small character, but he's pretty fast, pretty strong, you know. It's Super Saiyan 3, so. But oh yeah, that's his only problem. He powers up slow, but otherwise, I would put him. I don't know. Is he S? I don't want to just go biasness just because he's Goku. I'm gonna just put this one at. I'm gonna keep it at S. Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan 4. Obviously, S plus tier. This character is different. He will carry your team. Like if it's a 1v2, he's usually gonna win. Super Saiyan GT Goku. I'll put him at A. I don't know. He's pretty meh, but since he's Goku, he gets the pass. And then we got GT Goku. GT Goku. He has Super Spirit Bomb. I believe that move is unblockable, and he can transform into Super Saiyan 4. So that's why I put him at A. Then we have Mid Goku. I'd put Mid Goku at S, if not S plus, but I'll put him at S. He's very versatile. He has a lot of combos. Yeah, he's just a good character. And I put this Goku at S as well. He can use give me your energy, which increases his spirit bomb when he uses it. And yeah, that's where I put him. Goten. I put Goten at B. Because I don't know, Goten, he's an alright character, but he's mid. He's not that good, but he's not that bad, you know. I put Gotenks. Gotenks is a pretty good S tier character. Even though he is Super Saiyan 3, he does power up. I believe he powers up faster than Super Saiyan 3 Goku and GT Goku. So I'll put him at S tier. I'll put this Gotenks. I'll put him at A. I believe he has Galactic Donut, the Ghost move. Yeah, he's a pretty solid character. Same with this one. The reason why I put this one in S instead of A is because his fighting style is like really, really disrespectful. Like that's the only reason why I put Goten. Same reasons why I put him with the Super Saiyan. It's just because they're the same, basically. Grandpa Gohan, I'm not gonna lie. Grandpa Gohan, he's a C. Not a lot of people are gonna use Grandpa Gohan. And let me just get the great apes out the way. Actually, because I don't use them, but otherwise I would put. If I were to really rank them, I'd put this at A. But since I'm not ranking them, I'll put them over here with the rest. I'm just getting all the great apes out the way. Alright, we have Great Sand Woman. I'm gonna put her at B. She's actually a pretty solid character. If you transform Videl into her, she's more versatile, you know. But the only thing that she lacks is like she doesn't have that much health. So yeah. And then we have Great Sandman. I'll put him at B. You know, Great Sandman, he can transform into the other Gohan. Other than that, he's a meh character. He does have super explosive wave, but otherwise he has no key attacks, so I'll just put him at B. We have Goldo. I'll put Goldo at C. He's not that good. Hercule, for some people they would rank him really high. For me, I rank him at C. He's just a move spammer basically. If you're gonna be a move spammer, I'm not gonna really put you at a high tier. But if you're looking on like, oh, you can spam moves and stuff, and you could do this and that, then he should be S+ tier because you can win a game with him. But I just think he's trash. Hydruden, we gonna put Hydruden with the rest of the Giants. Same with Janemba Loki. If I were to rank this Janemba would probably be C tier. Only because he can transform into the other Janemba. But the only thing that doesn't make sense is he loses health when he transforms. I don't understand that. Jace, I put Jace B. Jace is pretty solid. He's not that bad of a character. Jace is a good character. Kabito, Kai, I'll put him at B. I don't really use him. He's alright. I'll just say that. He's an alright character. He's a mid tier. We have Kid Buu. Kid Buu is S automatically. Some would argue he's S+. Yeah, I'd put him S+. It doesn't matter. I'll just put him at S. Like, what? No. Put him back at S+. No. I'm gonna keep it S, but he is one of the fastest characters in the game. So I'll just keep him at S. Kid Gohan, I'll put him at C. He's an alright character. You know, he's better than most of these characters down here. Kid Goku, I'll put him at B. Loki, if I were me, A. He's an A. It's simple. It's only because of his fighting style. Like, if you know how to use him, he's an A character. But if you don't, and he's just like, you're just starting, he's probably like a B. Trunks, I'll put Trunks at B. You know, I feel like he's the same as Goten. They're the same. They have the same health. The fighting style is probably a little the same. You know, I just put him at B. King Cold. I'll put King Cold at B tier. He's an alright character. He's not that bad. Not everybody's gonna use him. Same with King Vegeta. I feel like they're on the same level. Krillin, I put Krillin A tier. Krillin is A tier because his fighting style is actually pretty good, and he has the after image strike. Same with Goku, so I feel like they deserve to be A tier characters. And then Majin Buu, the fat one, I put him at B. You can put him at, I'm not gonna go and use Majin Buu. There's nothing really special with him. It's just Majin Buu, you know. Majub, I'll put Majub at S. He really has good fighting style, but I really want to put him down because his finisher is not that good. It's even worse than Hellzone Grenade. But other than that, his fighting style is what saves him. If he had a better finisher, I would put him up there with Gogeta, Cell, and Super Saiyan 4. Alright, then we have Master Roshi. I'd put Master Roshi. I put him at B. He's an alright character. Nothing special. Frieza. I put this form at Frieza. I put him at B. Nothing special with him. Yeah, he's a B tier. Alright, Metacooler. I put Metacooler. He's an S tier character. He's very fast, and he can also regenerate his health if you give him time. If you're able to like go sneak away for like 5 seconds, you get your health all the way back up. So he is a pretty good character. Nail. I put Nail at B. Nail is a pretty good character. Actually, no, I put Nail at A. Nail is actually kind of underrated. I would put him at top of the B, but and I would just like to say, like, this is not really in order, but like if he were to be at B and this was in order, he would be one of the top ones. It's simply because he's like efficient, you know. He has super explosive wave. I don't know. He's a decent character. Nam, I put Nam at C. He can't really key blast. He's more melee, so I put him at C. Then we have Nappa. I put Nappa at B. Nappa's an alright character. The only problem with Nappa is he's just kind of slow, you know. I wouldn't put him at C. He's not really gonna be, if this were like ranking, I wouldn't put him at the top of the B list though. And then we have Nova Shenron. I would put Nova at I put Nova at A, and the reason why I put Nova at A is because he's just a solid character. He's pretty fast. He has a good finisher, unlike Uub's. It's kind of the same, but his is more direct. Uub's is just not that strong and not that direct, so I'll put him at A. I should low-key put him at S though. Low-key, yeah, he's going to S. Put Nova S. Nova is S tier. Sign Shenron. I put him at I put him at S. He's a GT character. A lot of GT characters do get buffs. So, you know what I'm saying? GT characters get a lot of love in the game. So I'll just put him at S just because he's a GT character and they do get more buffs than like movie characters and like regular characters. And then we got Pan. I put Pan at B. She's an alright character, you know. If I would really be honest, Pan really is a C tier, but she's a San, and I don't know. Pan, to me, Pan is a B. Piccolo, I put this Piccolo at A. Solid, you know. He got that one move where he hits the Cyberman, you know, he grabs it, throws him, you know what I'm saying? Piccolo. I'll also put Piccolo at A tier as well, the other Piccolo. Overall, good character, you know. Pycon is S tier character. Pycon is pretty fast. He has a good move set. Yeah, I put Pycon at S. And then Pilaf. Both Pilaf and the Pilaf machine are both getting the D tier treatment. Next, I have Raditz. I put Raditz at B. Not much to say. Raditz, he's an alright character. Nothing too crazy. Same Raccoon. I feel like Raccoon, like, no one's going out their way to use a Raccoon unless you're really good at the game. I would just put Raccoon at a B tier. We have Cyberman. I feel like Cyberman is a C tier. Not much to say about the Cyberman. Cyberman is C tier, below average. And then we got Salza. Salza is pretty underrated, but I would put him at a B. He has a unique fighting style. He does have the Keyblade, you know what I'm saying? He probably one of the ones who started that thing before Vegeta took it from him. So yeah, I'll put him at B with the Great Ape. And then I'd put him here as well. Lord Slug, he's decent, but he's a mid character. Spopovich, I put him at C. Spopovich is not that good. He's overhyped. He's more melee, but he is slow. Yeah, Spopovich is trash to me, but I'll put him at C. And then we have Super 17. I'm putting Super 17 at S plus tier because he's like a better version of Android 19 and 20. He's pretty fast. He has the Hellstorm. He can absorb the ki, like I said, like 19 and 20. He's a GT character, so he gets that buff. 17, in my opinion, is an S tier character. And then Baby, he's also up in my A. He's an alright character. He's above average, pretty solid. Same with this Baby. I'll just put him at A. Not much. It's kind of the same as the other one. He's a GT character. Yeah, it's just Baby. Then we have Buhan. I put Buhan at A. I put all the Boos at A. There's something really there, you know. I'd say like they're above average. Other than that, they're A. To be like S or S plus, you gotta have like something unique about you. I just feel like there's no uniqueness with Super Boo. The first one has Genocide Blast. That's easy to get out of, and then the rest, yeah. I mean, if you know how to use them, probably S, but I put him at A. It's not bad, but I'd put him at B. Same with his other form. He can transform and get more health, but other than that, Carl Jr., he's pretty meh. Now I'll put Janemba. I'll put this Janemba as S tier because the only problem with it is that if you use the big Janemba and then you transform into this Janemba, you lose health, but he's really fast. He has good key moves, and I think he has instant transmission, so he's pretty decent, especially in probably competitive fights. And then you have Super Trunks. I'd put Super Trunks at B. He's slow. Yeah, he's just a slow character, but you know, he is Trunks, so you could just power down, and yeah, I just put him at B. Super Vegeta, I'll put Super Vegeta A. He's faster than Super Trunks. He's more versatile. He is Final Flash. Vegeta is overall a good character. With this verse Vegeta, I'll leave an A. Supreme Kai, I'll put him at B. Supreme Kai, there's nothing special about him. Same with his other counterpart when he has Potara. There's just, I don't know, nothing really good about him. Trunks is an S tier. He's S tier because when he's normal, I believe he's A. Alright, let me explain. So when Trunks regular, he's like a really solid character, especially if you know his combo. But when he transforms, he's S. I feel like his combos are pretty good, and he has something where he could basically power to the max. That's a skill set. And then you got Omega Shenron. I'd put Omega Shenron at S because he has a Dragon Thunder that does a lot of damage. Doesn't matter, it does like at least like a full bar of damage, and that's not even his finisher. So I feel like he deserves to be S tier, and plus he's a GT character, so like he gets that buff. So yeah. Tambourine, I'd put Tambourine at a B. Tambourine, he's alright. Low key, I'll put Tambourine at a C. He's not that good. And then we have Tapion. Tapion, I would actually put Tapion at A. He's a swordsman. He has the hero's flute, where it's kind of like an energy barrier. And I don't know, he's a swordsman. He's cool. He's an A. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is an S plus tier. He's actually very fast. His super Kamehameha is quick. Like, you can catch your opponents off guard if you use your Kamehameha. And yeah, it's Gohan, Super Saiyan 2. I mean, you know. And then we have a regular Gohan. I'd put him at B. I'll put him at B. Actually, no. I'll put him at A. He's pretty good. He's not top with that. He's not top tier, but he's not low tier or even mid. He's a pretty good character. But I would put him in the regular when he's in his regular form. I would put him in just probably mid tier, B tier, just because he's not Super Saiyan. There's nothing special about him, Tien, I would put Tien at A only because of his finisher. The Neo Tri-Beam and the regular Tri-Beam, they're not blockable. Like if you catch your opponent, it's hard to block or even probably dodge that attack. So I put Tien at A. I put this Trunks at A as well. Pretty solid, more melee attacks. You can get a lot of combos off. He's a pretty good character. I put this one at B though. I put this one at B. Is more melee. It's just not as strong as Super Saiyan, so I put him at B. Turles, I'll put him at B. He does have one unblockable attack, and it's hard to. No, it's not unblockable, or I don't know, but I know it's hard to dodge, so I was like put him at B. And then Ultimate Gohan or Mystic Gohan, I put him at S plus tier. His combo is insane. He has a crazy combo set, and he has something where he can just max out as a skill set. Gohan is a pretty solid character. Uub, I put Uub at A. Same with the other Uub, they got really good. I feel like this Uub is kind of better, but no, it's not. But Uub is just a good character. In Dragon Ball Z, you know what I'm saying? He has really good combos. He has a really good moveset, especially this one. And yeah, he has a good rush attack. So I put Uub at A. Vegeta, I'll put Vegeta at A. I put both Vegetas at A. They really are pretty fast, especially Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. But other than that, they're pretty much the same. I'd put this Vegeta at B though. It's just not as strong as the Super Saiyans. I put Majin Vegeta at S tier because he starts the fight with full ki. He's a solid character. I'd put Scouter Vegeta at B. He's a mid character. I'd put Vegeta at S. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta S. The GT character, he is that GT buff, and he's pretty fast, so I'll just put my S. I'll put this Vegeta at A. This Vegeta is pretty solid, yeah. And then I put this Vegeta at B, same with other Vegetas, he's regular, you know. And then we have Vegito, alright. Well, I put Vegito at D tier. I don't really like Vegito.
You need to leave!
No, it's fine. Vegito S tier for both. And it's 100% biased. 100%. And the reason I put Vegito in S tier is because it's Vegito. He's him.
All right!
He fights more with his feet, which like gives kind of separation. It's also really very disrespectful. If I'm like, let's just keep it a buck. If you have Vegito on your team 90% of the time, you're gonna win the fight, you know. But you know, Vegito's a pretty good character. We know we're just gonna put Fidel. She's C tier. Yajiro, he slipped right into B tier only because he's a cheater. He be having that sense of me. He's a cheater. That's the only reason why he's a B tier. Yamcha's a B tier. Yamcha's pretty good. I don't know. He's really at melee. Yamcha's overall, he's a mid character. He's pretty good. Zanya, I put Zanya at B. I'll put her at C. She's not that good. Yeah, she's really not that good. I would say she'd be the best person in the C tier list though. But she's not that good. And then I would put him at C as well. His overall dropped down when he transformed. He's not that good. He's slower. Yeah, I would just not put Sarbon transform state higher. And then I'd put Sarbon regular in B tier. So this is the tier list. We have it here, and over here, over this one, and this one. So yeah, if you feel like, you know, I did it wrong, good for you. But other than that, yeah, that's just